Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. I am your host, Fletch, and joining me today is my wonderful, very talented, extremely funny friend, Starbs. Would you like to
Hello.
introduce yourself?
Thank you, my also wonderful and glorious and very talented friend Fletch. Hi, I'm Starbs, also in the Starbs. And today we're gonna be doing an FPS. Woohoo!
Yeah! I am going to be playing a little rat named Fleck. We are jumping forwards into the future a little bit. Don't worry about it, because real life scheduling is a nightmare.
Yeah, time zones shakes fist at the sky.
Yep. So we're getting in some fun shenanigans while we can. Jade, if you're listening to this later, I do not apologize to Retcon. Anyways, Starbs, who you playing?
I'm gonna be playing my little baker baby, Pam. Speaking of which, this FPS gonna start, let's say, uh, somewhere in the bakery shop. And we're not actually gonna see what Pam's up to, we're gonna see what a certain rat is up to. Hi Fleck. What are you
Yeah.
doing there?
Well, Fleck, um, well, he's back from his little adventure, and he's learned some things. He heard that there was outside food that was brought in that his sibling actually approves of, and that that piqued his interest. Uh,
Oh
like,
boy.
and so it's. Let me roll sleight of hand to see just how good he got into the bakery at first. It's probably like real early in the morning, like just around probably just around when Pam comes in to like get started on baking. So it's probably real early.
Hmm.
And let's see how well you get in, Fleck. 15.
15.
He gets in an okay amount. Um
Yeah. I think because Pam, like, her bakery is there, I think she resides somewhere upstairs. So, like, if she's gonna go to start working, she just goes downstairs. I think, um, I'd say at this time you have a tiny bit of a head start, because Pam's probably just making her way downstairs. So,
yeah.
alright, you got in the big shop. I think you found an entrance maybe through a window or something, considering the door is closed.
Yeah, he probably like picked a lock or like found a little crack he could squeeze himself through. Um,
Yeah, he's tiny. He's
yeah,
fine.
he's only 8 inches tall. He can fit in lots of places. Um,
Mm.
so he he sneaks in and he is probably going to try and find his way to where the recipes are kept because he doesn't want to just bring back a snack. He wants to bring back a whole recipe for his sibling because
This,
his siblings bake a lot. He's sure that he'll that he's sure that Mares will appreciate such a thing. Um, and I will. I'm gonna assume
I guess you
that
can
finding the
roll.
kitchen is either investigation or survival.
Um. Actually, wait. I think you could choose survival or investigation. Hmm. I don't know which fits more. What do you think?
I'll go with investigation because that's the lower modifier, which makes it funnier. And he
Wow,
decided to have rights
17.
today anyways. Um,
It's like you guys have rights. You found it. I think you could tell the kitchen is because, well, I think usual store setup. There's a display and such, and there's a door, and you a door that's not in the entrance or exit. So you assume that There's likely a room inside it, and I suppose you peek in, and yeah, it's the kitchen.
Nice. So he's just gonna casually like slip in, uh, and do his little rat thing, sniffing around, crawling under cabinets and all that to try and find out where the recipes are kept. Uh,
Actually, hold on. I think I should make a perception check to see that if that makes any sound, or if Pam picks any of it up.
I'll make a contesting stealth check, and I'm very sorry for what I'm about to do.
Oh my gosh. Alright, you roll first.
Oh, that's a nat one.
11. Okay, okay.
No, it's a nat one. Display.
Perception, so vice versa.
Yeah.
32!
Yeah, so what happens
Okay, yeah.
is,
So,
Fleck, with the
I was like
natural
going
one,
down.
he make
What happens
noise.
to Fleck?
He
You
make a
make
lot of
noise.
noise.
It's
He
like the rattling of pans and pots, or whatever stuff is there.
Yeah, he probably misjudged his height, and like as he was standing up, like how racks have a bunch of like pans and stuff laying like hanging from them. Like he stood
Oh
up
yeah, 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 yeah.
and whacked his head right into one like a gong.
Bong. Okay, I think with all the little rattling, so Pam goes down, ready to, start the day, and then she hears noise, and at first she assumes, oh, no, don't worry, it's probably Mon or Meyer, who, if you didn't know, they're Pam's little assistants, who is a cat and a mouse as well, which is funny. She's like, oh, don't worry, I think they're doing their stuff, and then she gets her apron, ties it, and then she pauses and she goes, wait a minute, they went with my brother yesterday. They're not here. Whoops. She's curious, like, okay.
Oh
Uh,
boy.
she's gonna like walk in the kitchen. She's gonna like try to open the kitchen door. I suppose like you can hear footsteps coming. Are you gonna do anything about that?
Yeah, so Fleck was he knows what the gong means. He probably like uh he panics a little bit and like scurries around in a panic, probably, and then climbs up onto the pot because you know what? We're gonna act natural. And as Pam comes in and turns on the lights, boom, title card. Like
Oh
Fleck,
my god!
Fleck grabs like a
Yes,
little
act
handful of
natural.
spice. It's like sprinkling it into an empty pot, pretending that
An empty pot?
he didn't have time to put anything in the pot. So,
Fair enough, but also god, Fleck. Okay.
so
Okay. So like, imagine this. Hannah's like slowly making her way in the kitchen. She's like, okay, wary. She grabs her frying pan ready just in case there's an intruder. And then, okay, I'll turn on the light, and she sees just a rat on the pot, looking, slowly turning his head as he drops like what I suppose like a few basil or something in an empty pot.
yeah,
There's probably gonna be like a good moment of them just like slowly looking at each other.
just a very long moment of eye contact.
Yeah, it's just so awkward. Like, okay, and then uh,
And then Fleck bolts.
what? Wait, hold on. Who?
He is
Where's Fleck? Where's Fleck now?
uh he like ran across the countertop, is probably scattering some things in his wake. He's still kind of determined to get that recipe though, so I'm
Okay,
gonna
wait. What should I roll to catch up with Fleck?
um I think at this point, since he's not doing any fancy maneuvers, you you can probably just keep up with him right now.
Okay, okay,
Um,
cool. So it's just like, wait, who are you? What are you doing here? Wait!
and Fleck's just he's gonna make a perception at disadvantage. Okay, one moment. Typed it in wrong. Does an 11 or does an 11 locate a recipe or just a random piece of paper?
I think it's a random piece of paper.
Okay. So Fleck just grabs a random piece of paper, like bundles it up in his arms, and does a little leap off the countertop. And uh, it since you're pretty close, you can probably try to make a grapple on him. I think that's
Okay.
a,
What
I
do I
think that's
roll?
a strength or athletics.
Okay, hold on. Man, okay. Both of them are bad, but we'll see how this goes.
We'll
-1.
see. Oh no.
Then, no. Yeah, this rat slips out.
Yeah, you like go to
Think,
grab him, but like you do have gaps in your like in the wooden string that makes up your arms, so he just slips through one of
mm.
those.
What are you doing? Wait, hold on. Slow down.
Flaccus he just shakes his head and
Wait, is it possible for Pam to see where Fleck might be headed so she can block that off?
yeah, that's probably a let's say it's a perception or investigation.
Investigation, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna go with investigation. It is a 16.
Yeah, with a 16, like this is a cartoon chase. You we are limited to cartoon tropes here. Like with a 16, like he like skitters to a stop between two counters, like turns his head side to side, and like you can tell he's about to bolt off to the right.
Can I make a... Would it be an acrobatics check if I tried to leap
Yeah.
towards it? Okay, cool. Hold on. Okay. Insane. Does the 16 work?
Yeah, that works. Like you know this kitchen. You know how how it
Yeah.
works. So like you do like the action car hood slide but across one of the countertops and you land right in front of him.
I think instead of grappling, like what she does is like she also doesn't know how to respond. She doesn't want to simply just grab him. So she has a frying pan, so she tries to like put it on top of Fleck just for a bit.
Oh my gosh. Make a grapple at advantage, I guess.
Okay, wait. Where do I do a grapple?
Uh, it's athletics, I think. Um, so
Okay. Athletics is bad. Wait, at advantage, right?
yeah, so you do twice.
Okay.
Oh no.
An 8! An 8,
Oh
guys! I
yeah,
think there's a space in the frying pan that Fleck can still squeeze out of.
yeah. Like Flag, he sees you land right in front of him, and like he starts like skitter sliding on the tile floor. But
Like drift.
yeah, but as you like trying to put the pan over him, like he slides right out through a gap.
Yeah, cause like you know it like how you when you hold frying pans there really is a certain space so it can't.
Yeah, so he just slides right
Yeah.
through there, like probably right under your legs too, and then he bolts off again.
Uh, hold on. Like, come on now. Tries to keep catching up on him.
Fleck's just shaking his head like, nah, nope, nope. And
Pam is making a mental note. Maybe I should look more into people trying to break in the shop.
maybe you should invest in some security. Uh, and he was trying to find more recipe to take. He grabs another random piece of paper that probably got sent to the floor from earlier. So now he's awkwardly
Yeah,
carrying like
they're
two
not the
pieces of
recipes
paper.
at all.
Yeah.
He doesn't see what those are, right?
He does not know they're not recipes.
Oh my
Pam,
god.
you can probably roll an intelligence to see if you know what they are. Since you
Uh,
like
okay.
intelligence or history because you remember what you put down in the bakery. It's your bakery. It's your
Mm,
house.
maybe like there's a certain spot where also a bunch of papers are sorted out. So I'll try to do intelligence. Okay.
Oh,
6. Okay, I think with all the flurry, she doesn't know which paper did you get.
yeah, for all
Did he
you
get? But
know, this rat has stolen
yeah,
something very important.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's the more she's like, oh, hold on, stop her, please stop.
Fleck is. He kind of like slides to halt on the tile and like looks back at you like, no way! And now um, he's gonna.
Can I try?
Yeah, you can roll.
I do I roll? I try rolling in acrobatics to see if I can, uh, if I can try to catch him again.
Yeah.
Jump to catch. Okay. Da-da-da. Does
16.
16 work? Okay, so what Pam
Let
does,
me make
she
a dex save to see.
yeah.
Oh, it does. You can.
Okay, yeah. So she puts the frying pan down, and she just lunges towards and tries to get Fleck.
Oh.
Does it work?
Yeah, he
What
failed
what
his
do
dex
the rats
save.
do?
So you successfully grab the rat, and he is a squirmy little boy. Um, and he's just like, "Hey, let go!" Uh,
Hold on now. What are you doing here? Hold on. And she takes a deep breath. Can you please calm down for like 5 minutes?
and let's see. Hmm. And he
Roll
is
persuasion.
he's just gonna try and do a squirm.
Alright.
He's just like,
Try to do a
absolutely
squirm.
not. And you can make a
13.
contesting.
Uh, what savings do I do? A strength?
Uh, yeah, I think so.
Okay. Okay. 13
Oh
also.
boy. Um,
Nothing happens.
yeah, he tries. Uh, like
I try
he
to.
does waggle out of it for the most part, but like you probably like he gets his body out, but you still have his tail is still in your hands by the time you clench it around him. So now he's hanging
Yeah.
upside down by his tail.
Come on, man. I don't wanna hold. I don't wanna like squeeze you. Come on. And I try rolling a persuasion.
Yeah.
A 10. Nah.
This
Okay.
this rat is not persuaded.
Well, he's still got a hole in his tail. I think uh, she
He's
doesn't. She doesn't know what to do, but she doesn't want to squeeze the rat.
yeah, he's he's a very angy little rat. By the way, what's the light bulb situation in the bakery?
Light bulb situation. The lights are still on. Is that what you mean?
Um, do you have breakable light bulbs?
Oh my god. I. What are you trying to do? I don't think I have. Wait, actually. Uh, I don't know. I think they're just like regular ones that you probably most see in a bakery.
Alright, he's gonna try and shoot the light. like
I.
like he's very frowny. And then he just takes out what looks what looks like a bunch of thread and a little scrap of wood stuck together
Oh
and
my god, Fleck. Oh my god, Fleck.
uh, and he shoots the light bulb that's like the closest to you. uh, I'm
Uh,
so sorry for this rat.
it's fine. I suppose. Uh, well, it is because it's daytime. It is. There is still light, like natural light coming, but I'm assuming with the area there are parts where it's kind of dim. So that's what
Yeah,
you probably managed to do.
yeah, right now he's mostly just trying to see if the sudden shattering of a light bulb is enough to surprise you into letting go. Uh,
I think yeah. I think whoa.
and Fleck, let's make an acrobatics save because he was dangling upside down. 14. So he kind of scrambles midair, but he does like plop down on all fours. He looks like a very startled cat for one moment, and then he's
Rat,
scurrying off
rat.
again.
And besides, he's like, ah, come on, man. Ah. Okay.
uh, and he is going to try and I'll do it at disadvantage. I'm guessing a 13's not enough to hide.
No.
Uh, he he tries to like slide under like a table or something, but you can see the paper poking out.
Mm. Can I do? Wait, can I try to do a spell to see if I can sneak up on? If time can sneak up on Fleck?
Absolutely.
Try doing it in advantage because she's being. Because it's her bakery.
Yeah.
Hold on. So what my spell is? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Either way. 14,
Yeah,
19.
you sneak real good.
And then yeah, she sneaks up on Fleck. I think uh tries to grab Fleck again.
But uh, you can make it at advantage, I think, because he's not expecting to be grabbed.
Okay, what do I roll? Um, what do I roll to grapple again? Is it
Uh,
strength?
yeah.
Okay, okay. Mm, Oops, wrong channel.
Oh
Anyways,
no! Wrong channel
it was a
doesn't count.
4. The first one was a 4. Okay, the first one is 14. Wait, does the 4 not count?
Yeah, wrong channel doesn't count.
Okay, okay, cool. Okay, I'm going with the 14.
Yeah. Alright, with a 14, you probably do manage to grab the rat. Let me make a quick deck save at disadvantage. Fleck, why?
Oh my god, Fleck!
You you go to grab the rat, then at the last moment he kind of like slips out of the way, and you grab one of the papers.
At least I got one of the papers.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
So
Fleck slides out.
before Pam charges up to...
Oh, what are you?
Okay.
You go.
Okay, so like, Flex slides out and Pam gets the paper instead, but she opens it and she sees it's just a grocery list. It's like, oh, huh. She still tucks it in and she still goes after Fleck because she's really curious what on earth is he doing with grocery lists.
Yeah, Fleck, he probably like stops upon noticing that one of his papers is missing. Is just like, hey, give that back.
What? No, this was mine in the first place. What do you want with these papers anyway?
I
I
need
didn't
it.
know you. What could you want with a grocery list? And then she opens it and she shows it to Fleck.
Fleck kind of just pauses and he puts a little claw to his chin and squints as he reads it. He's just
And
like,
this is like, it's like usual bread or bread, milk, or let's say, usual stuff like paper napkins or
oh,
sugar, stuff like that.
and he's just like, ah, well, you can keep that. I would, and he's
It's
going
like, you
to,
want to see what the other paper is first?
yeah, and he's gonna open up the other paper.
Okay, that wasn't a recipe either, right?
Yeah, neither of the things he grabbed were recipes.
Yeah. So, okay. So Fleck, you go like, okay, you can keep that. Then he opens to check if what the other paper he grabbed was, and it's just a list of people, man. Like, you see names, and they're most likely for either delivery or for people to be given gifts or whatever, or stuff like that. You don't really know, but they're just a list of names, so that isn't really helpful for you at all.
Yeah, he huffs and hands that paper over to you, like, you can keep this one too. And then he's like nothing ever happened. He's gonna turn around and casually scurry back over to where the mess of papers is.
Excuse me, I'd like to know first what do you want to do with the papers?
Oh, I don't want anything with those. Duh.
Well, then what do you want?
And Fleck's probably climbing back up on the countertop to see if he can find a recipe. Like, oh, I'm just looking for some recipes.
What? Recipes? Heck no! Those are family recipes. You can't get those.
And, and ear flicks as he's like half talking to you, half reading. Um, I'm gonna guess a fort. I'm gonna guess a 14 or an 8 probably isn't gonna get him another recipe.
I'm assuming the DC is at least, let's say 15 and 16.
Yeah, so instead of grabbing one at random, he's kind of trying to read it, but he's still really new at reading. So it's taking him a moment, especially since he's talking to you. So like he he like says a few sentences and then he murmurs at the papers and then he's just like, "Well, yeah, why do you think I tried to steal it?"
Hey, what do you need those recipes for anyway? You gonna bake?
Flag shakes his head like, "Oh, I'm not the baker." And
What? Is there some rival company I don't know about? She's quit.
Fleck kind of scoffs and makes a little disgusted look, like, ew, no. Companies suck.
Who's it for?
And he smiles like, it's for my sibling.
Is like, what? You? Hold on, let me get this straight. You want to steal one of my recipes to give to your sibling?
Fleck nods and tries to read another. No.
No. I gotta go with the paper first. Can we talk about this first instead of trying to grab whatever you have there? No, wait, no, that's just the last bill. Don't worry about it. I don't know what you want with bills. She just puts the paper away.
You get the distinct feeling that Fleck doesn't even know what a recipe looks like.
Okay, I think after seeing the amount of papers Fleck looked, Pam goes, do you even know what a recipe looks like?
Yeah. And let me roll deception.
No.
No, he does not.
Pam just looks at him and crosses her arms like, uh-huh. What do you think is in the recipe anyways?
Well, you need a list of things.
Buddy, there's a lot of lists for different things.
Usually
Then she like grabs a nearby stool and sits down. Is there anything else in particular that you wanted to do with the recipes for your sibling? If you wanted food, you could have just, I don't know, ask. I could make them for you.
Fleck shakes his head like, oh no, my sibling likes to make stuff themselves.
Oh, understandable, but those recipes are kind of like important thing to me, and I don't feel good about people just, stealing them.
It takes him a long moment
Oh my god, what?
before he kind of just slowly nods. Like, okay.
Stealing is wrong.
He snorts. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to roll for that. No. Stealing isn't wrong. Anyways. He kinda.
Okay,
His ear flicks
it's
again.
basically the equivalent of me trying to get, let's say, what's your favorite thing, and running off with it without you knowing. Makes sense.
He tells his head, like, oh, if you wanted to trade, you could just ask.
No,
And.
I wasn't asking for trade. That wasn't the point. Pam's head in hands.
And. Let's see.
You can do an insight roll if you want.
Yeah, right now he kind of pulls out some really, really glittery fabric that has the Data Studios logo on it. And now he's gonna try to do this. Like, he's kind of got that in his hands and he's looking up at you.
Are you trying to trade me that thing for a recipe?
Like, nods. Like, yeah, it's really important to me, so.
Please do an insight roll. Oh my god!
He's not allowed to see.
Okay, wait. Can I try to do persuasion?
Trying to do what?
Oh, can I try to do, can I try to persuade, like, that this sort of stealing is wrong?
I. You can try.
Okay, I'll just do it now. Oh my god! Ice Sparcer said no! It's a 6!
Yeah, no.
She's like, that's not my point. You're not just supposed to randomly steal people's possessions. I mean, yeah, you could do it with big companies who are kind of jerks, but like, not the simple, not the common folk.
Fleck is utterly unmoved. In
Cam doesn't
fact,
notice.
you
She's
can
just
roll
like heads
insight
in
on him.
hand again. Okay. Hold on, wait. What is my insight? Okay, found it.
14. Yeah,
14.
at the 14, you kind of, from his completely nonplussed expression, you kind of get the feeling that this is something that people have tried and failed to tell him before.
Oh my god. Cam's just like head in hands. Like, oh boy, how am I gonna explain this to you? Just please lay off my recipes for a bit. If you want, I can maybe teach you something that isn't, that I can just teach you a basic recipe that isn't part of my, kind of important recipes that I prefer to be kept private. Privacy is like, right?
Um, no.
Ice Sparcer, please! No, I'm head in hands.
uh,
This
no,
rat just has the me music playing in the background, trying to figure.
absolutely. He kind of just, he does a little ear twitch, and he's like, just like, well, I can make a deal over that. What do you want in return? I have, and like, he points at the fabric earlier, and, he pulls out a little, um, really worn down dragon plush, uh,
She
and,
tries to like stop Fleck, like, wait, no, you don't have to pull out. This
and
is how it.
he pulls out a giant assortment of pens. Um,
Wait, what's your name?
and he pulls out just as he pulls out like a Newton's cradle that is still clacking, by the way.
Oh my god.
He looks up at Pam like, "Oh, I'm Fleck."
Okay, Fleck, you can put those away. You don't need to try to trade anything. Just um,
And
if you want, I can teach you a basic recipe, but just please don't try to touch any of mine. Let's just say they're off limits. You you can't really access them. But if you want to I can write you down the recipe for something that's okay for your sibling to look at. I can totally do that. You don't have to trade me anything.
Fleck, he puts his paw up to his chin in thought. Let's see how well he does a thinky thought.
Miss Parser, please.
He does a relatively okay thinky thought. Oh, okay for him thinky thought. He kind of just snaps like, "Oh, okay. If this stuff isn't enough, then I can work for you."
You still want to get the recipe, don't you?
Uh,
Like, please. Listen, I appreciate your determination and you want to work and such, but you gotta understand there are some things that you can't necessarily get. It
Please do you think
feels.
he thought Fleck? He does. He finally gets
He
the
does.
point.
He's 50. He finally gets the point.
He finally gets the point. And so he's kind of just like, okay. Guess I won't take
Thank
it
you.
if it'll make you sad.
Thank you. Yeah, it would really make me sad if those are gone.
Like
Um,
he nods, like he nods like he's so pretending to be all wise and stuff. Like, yes, it's never good to make someone sad.
Man chuckled and he's like, yeah, let's just say, they kind of, well, they're just, stuff written on paper. They kind of hold sentimental value for me, as they're like, family recipes, and they remind me of home. Cause, well, I don't really live here. I come from another place, but I just mostly, hang out here to, just do stuff and start a bakery. Yeah.
Like, kind of just nods again, like, oh, that makes sense. When I was away from home, I missed it a lot.
Yeah?
He nods again, like, oh yeah, all kinds of things are reminding me of my siblings. But I'm back now.
Ah, that's good. Okay. Um, if you still want a recipe, I could give you something that is not part of my recipe list and maybe give you something in my special recipe list. I do have a book that you don't have to steal. I can let you see it. These recipes I can let you see because they're what I usually use to bake out some, usual goods and stuff that I can let you see if you want. Um, hmm. What if I help you bake something that your sibling would like? You something from their sibling as well, as a gift.
You want something for my sibling?
Um, I mean, if you're planning, let's say you want a recipe for your sibling so they can make, one of the best things, one of the things I've learned is that um, a good thing to learn something is through doing it. And let's say, what if I taught you to make one of them? And in a way, it's like you also made something for your sibling.
He kind of takes a moment to process that. Then his eyes go real big and real starry as he's just like, oh, oh, that would be really cool.
Yeah. So, you're up for it?
He nods so fast his head becomes a little blur for a moment.
Oh, okay, calm down. I don't want you getting dizzy there.
Too late.
All right. Whew.
He's kind of
Okay,
stumbling a little bit
maybe.
as he's shoving everything back into his hammer space.
Pam looks around. There's a bit of clatter all around. She's like, okay, I might need to fix some stuff again before we start. But yeah, I can help you. I can help you make something for your sibling.
Fleck is grinning like, that's great. Here, I can help clean up.
Okay.
Sorry about your light bulb.
Ah, don't worry about it. Natural light, hold on. There's a window here somewhere, and she finds. Let's just say she finds a window, and like there's like a little more light shining up. It's like the good thing is that it's morning, so let's just say it won't be too long until the sun comes in, and we would probably be able to see a lot more. Light bulbs are replaceable anyways. Let's go get one.
Fleck nods and he hops down from the counter and kind of starts let's see. He pulls out a little like just a little brush. It's more of a paintbrush than a broom, but he's like starting to push all the glass shards into one section.
Oh, I think Pam would try to start arranging like the pots and pans that have been like clanged around. She puts them back in their proper place. And she puts out a dustpan for Fleck.
I will say, Fleck, uh, let's see. I'll say he waves off the dustpan and he pulls out a little baggie and sweeps the glass shards into the
Oh
little
my god.
baggie.
Oh,
Um,
wait, those are kind of sharp. You want me to help? You want me to handle them?
no, it's fine. And he just gently sweeps it onto the baggie, like closes it up and shoves both the broom, well, the little paintbrush and the baggie into his hammer space.
Congrats, like you now have a bag of glass.
Yes,
Pam just like blinks, but she shrugs because, you know, she's also two in hammer space logic. Fleck will be fine.
it'll be fine so long as he doesn't fumble.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess after a bit more, I guess they finish cleaning. Is there anything else Fleck does while he's cleaning? Maybe he looks around while doing so?
Yeah, he probably does take a look around now that he's not focused on doing a steal. Uh, he cannot see much from his angle because he's 8 inches tall.
Valid.
Uh,
You can, I think you can do like a general perception check.
yeah, I did. That's what the 6 was.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah,
Uh,
you don't see much. Um, so Pam says, "Okay, follow me. We're gonna head out of the kitchen for a bit so I can get the book."
Fleck nods and he scurries on up the counter and he starts washing his hands because he was told by Mary's that it's very important to wash your hands before you do anything involving food.
Oh, God bless. But yeah, so you're now, I'd say, in the outer-ish area outside the kitchen. So the when the counter's there, there's display of food. There's for general stuff. There's menus, there's chairs, there's tables. You can do a perception check if you want to see if you spot anything else, but that's the gist of it.
Let me do a roll. 10.
Would that be better for Fleck or
10 is 10 is 10 is 10.
this 10? Um, okay, maybe the obvious ones. So yeah, you know, it just looks like a normal bakery setup. There's a little cupboards arranged with spices and other stuff. You see Pam walk over to a little shelf with looks like books. Um, there are just picture frames around. Also, there's a little uh yeah, with 10, I don't think you'd see those. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Then she walks back and she puts down a book, which is a recipe book, and she opens it. And there's just a bunch of like different recipes. So, all right, Fleck. So you can choose, because I don't know your sibling as well as you do. Which ones do you think that your sibling would appreciate the most?
Lex kind of just, he's thinking for a moment, like, hmm, well, they really like to make sweet things. Yes, hmm, he's doing a real good think.
Out of character, I have no idea what is in the recipe book, but let's just say general, general
Yeah.
desserts and stuff.
He's kind of just like, mm, he like, he, he likes to make sweets and, colorful things. Uh,
Hmm.
and honestly, you can probably choose a random Filipino dessert, and I can guarantee Maris would like that.
Valid. I also just randomly just Google searched quickly fruit parfait
Oh,
because Fleck mentioned sweet and colorful, and also that was the first thing that popped in my head.
very valid.
Okay, so I'm finding the fruit parfait recipe, and she's like, this doesn't do much of baking, but what do you think of this? And she shows Fleck a picture of it. Oh, hold on. I'll also grab a random Google photo and put it here. This is a sweet dessert that is also colorful.
Ooh. Yeah, Fleck, he, he grins like, oh, that's really good. Oh, I bet they would love that.
Yeah, you can try this. This is more of we just like freeze stuff and assemble. I am also just quickly skimming through a recipe list on Google.
Oh boy, I believe in you.
Okay, so basically we just combine yogurt and fruits and stuff. Okay. Okay, Fleck. Time to teach you how to make a fruit parfait.
Okay, let's do
So,
it.
I guess we can roll in general. I'd say Pam doesn't need, or I think I should. I'm gonna roll, but like an advantage. Fleck can also roll. Uh, oh yeah. Because
Yeah,
Pam probably made these stuff before, so she's good. Fleck, if you want to roll to see how you perform, because she's also gonna help you walk through it.
yeah. Uh, you can probably also roll if your proficiency bonus, since it's something you do a lot
Yeah.
as a living.
Hmm.
Ah,
Is it a
got
dex?
16.
60, nice. I'd say like she helps assemble the stuff and she lets you cut the fruits. Let's say like strawberry and blueberry, and you're doing a pretty good job. Like cutting the fruits into small bits as she preps the yogurt and stuff. What do I roll? I think a dex. Me. Yeah, she's fine. She does it okay. And Fleck cuts the fruits. Uh, Hold on. They can combine vanilla yogurt into bottom of 4 glasses. Combine the process. Okay, so if you want, you can have a little conversation. At least from what I've just read, you just combine yogurt and frosted fruit.
Nice. Fleck is extremely happy with the results.
Yeah, like is uh Pam lets Fleck as for cutting them. She's like yeah, so what you do, I put the yogurt here, and we can do different layers. So after I put a bit of yogurt, you can decorate them with the berries that you've cut. And I'll put another layer of like yogurt and milk, and then you can put another layer of fruits. Sound good?
Oh, oh, that sounds really good. And he
Yeah.
has a real big grin on his face.
Pam
It's
is
like
just
he
like
never even
internally.
tried to steal from you.
Oh my god. Pam is just internally, at least he's not running away again.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I think while they're doing this, Fleck probably he probably looks around like, do you do everything by yourself?
Um. Well, I mean, not all the time. So I'd say, let's just say it's so-so. Sometimes I do get help. Sometimes I work alone. Mm, it's pretty chill here, anyways. And uh, the customers here aren't usually really like pushy. They're also kind of chill, and they're also pretty sweet. So I'd say it's pretty alright here.
Fleck is hemming, and he's probably gonna make a perception to see if he can notice, if he can determine Pam's age, probably. 17! Hooray!
Okay. I never settled on an exact age, but I think she's somewhere like 13, 14, somewhere there.
Okay. Yeah, so his baby senses were tingling. And he's just like,
How
oh,
old is
this is.
Fleck?
He's 17.
Wow,
He's
okay.
the adult in this situation. Yeah. He just doesn't have a lot of life experience. Don't worry about it.
Valid.
So he probably kind of hums a bit and goes back to like finishing up their parfait. Uh, cause this is this is a baby on their own.
I guess Pam goes, well, I mean, I'm not really alone a lot. Like, people are nice, and ever since I do get, let's say, sponsored, is that the term? Or maybe just like a call to help for Dodo Studios a bunch. It gets a little busy, but it's actually pretty fun
Yeah, Fleck.
because I get to meet people.
Yeah, Fleck perks up a bit. Like, oh yeah, I've been to the studio with my sibling a lot.
Oh, nice. Uh, who's your sibling, by the way? I don't think I've. You've been to the studio?
Fleck nods like, yeah, 'cause we're they're cousins with one of the actors. And let me roll a history because it'll be real funny if uh
Yeah.
if he's wrong.
Pam just also starting to think like, who could this rat be related to?
That
Someone
was
I
an
know.
at 20, so I guess
Okay.
Lewis, you're lucky. um,
If you're listening, hi.
Hi Lewis, love you. Uh, the
We love you.
dice have decided I'm not allowed to bully you. Um, and so it's just like, oh yeah, they're cousins with Tobias, one of the actors, and well, I guess since I'm their sibling, that means I'm cousins with him too.
Oh, that's neat. Actually, I'm friends with Toby too, and he comes often every now and then to help make stuff here in the shop.
That kind of freezes. Like, oh, he does?
Yeah, he also likes baking too. It's pretty fun. Sometimes we share stories about what's happening at the studios, or stuff like that.
Like, you can roll insight on it if you want.
Okay.
Aw,
Fine. Oh.
he's a, he seems a little bit uh, jitterier than normal. Um, for the audience, he just realized that his actions have consequences. Uh,
Is it with the stealing?
yeah, cause he just realized like, oh no, his cousin, his cousin occasionally helps out at the bakery he just tried to steal from. they tell stories to each other.
Oh,
Pam
Fleck.
might Don't worry about it.
Would Pam pick this up with a 9? I don't think she would yet.
At the 9, it's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it.
I think Pam's too lost in the sauce
She is indeed
talking
too.
about it.
She's indeed too lost in the sauce. Like, actually, this might be a fun story to tell later. Don't worry.
Don't
Or
worry
so,
about it.
but yeah,
Like, yeah.
yeah, like kind of just uh nods slowly, like, oh yeah, uh, you know, um, to make things up for earlier, and since you know you I mean since you are still kind of working alone a lot, maybe I can help out.
Oh, you sure? I mean, I don't want to force you to it. If it's about the entire recipe thing, it's really no problem.
He waves a hand like, oh no, this is for a different reason. It's fine.
Dorothy!
That's a
It's
try on
fine.
deception. It's fine. He's doing this
Well,
out of
then
the
Pam's just like,
goodness of his heart, and not because he's trying to avoid the consequences of his actions. Um,
Fleck, you idiot, but also Fleck, I love you.
he is he is a lovable idiot. Um,
I'm just like, nods. He's like, oh, well, I mean, if you really want to, I wouldn't, I wouldn't, I wouldn't be against it.
yeah.
I think it'd also be kind of fun because I also have two assistants. They're not with me at the moment. They're with my brothers. One of them is it's like you. It's a mouse. His name is Meyer,
Oh,
and she points to a little shelf, and because she's pointing at it, Fleck, you can see that there's a small. It looks like a little area. Um, it's a small area that it looks like where stuff that's your size basically.
Fleck is. He seems actually pretty excited by the prospect of there being another rodent around. Like,
I
oh,
actually never fleshed him out, but like yeah.
yeah, he's like, oh, I'd love to meet them sometime. I mean, I, uh, don't really bake much, but, if you do delivery, I can drive.
She looks at Fleck and you're like she's trying her best to be polite as possible. And she's like, oh, you can deliver? I mean, I don't think I have a Myers sized scooter around.
Fleck, Fleck
Do you have a
just
vehicle?
waves his hands around, like, oh no, I mean, I can drive regular sized vehicles.
Crown blinks. It's like regular sized vehicles.
He nods, like, mm-hmm. I look over at his proficiency in land vehicles. So he's just like, yep, I sure can.
And then Sam just like chuckles and she decides to like let it go for now. She's like, oh, if you insist. I do get asked out of curiosity, how are you, and she like makes hand gestures, like able to reach the handles.
And he's like, pauses to, think for a moment on how to describe it before he's like, well, it's probably easier if I show you.
Oh,
Uh, do you, do you have anything I can, do you have a, like, scooter or something?
well, it's outside. Uh,
I promise I won't try to steal that one.
okay, you're good. Um, yeah, hold on. And then I guess you two managed to go out, and like there's a scooter right there.
Yep. And
Ta-da!
and Fleck is just rubs his hands together like, okay, let's get started. And like it's just like a sequence of shots of like him putting on a helmet, like buckling it,
Yes!
pushing down goggles, hopping onto a seat that is far bigger than he is, and then from his pockets come
Yes!
jiggly slap hands.
Yes!
So he just pulls them out
Yes!
and twirls them around like lassos and just throws them around the handlebars like reins. And he's just like,
Pam actually is trying her best not to laugh because wow, this is the best thing she's ever seen all day.
yeah. And he turns back to her with a big old smile on his face, like, here's how you do it. Uh, I won't like I won't like turn it on and drive right now, but I can steer it and brake and press the ignition. It's,
That is the best thing I have ever seen. How to drive a scooter. I love it. Well, I mean, as long as you're sure that you're secure and safe in that thing, I guess. Sure.
yeah, Fleck nods like, oh yeah. I mean, I have, and he fishes around in his pockets for a moment before like pulling out a license. Like, yeah, look, I have a driver's license.
What has a driver's license? Where? When? How?
Toon Shenanigans. 'Cause
That is so funny. Considering like the thing is Pam and Lucy and Tobias who were like, you have a driver's license? You're like, what? What?
now
Like
Pam
it's
knows
so
what it's
funny
like
to
to be
me.
on the other side.
No,
So
I don't think she's like that affected by it. It's just more of me losing my mind.
valid.
God, that is amazing.
Mind you, this is a rat who barely knows how to read. You don't know how he got the driver's license, but he sure does
Oh
have
my
it.
god.
It's got
He
his
sure do have
name
it.
and everything.
Yeah, if it works, it works. And she shrugs and is like, well, that seems good to me. Ooh, I think the parfait is done because it's been in the freezer for a bit. Want to check on it?
Yeah. And uh and because this is a Toon world, he doesn't just like get off like normal. What happens is the entire sequence of him getting on the scooter plays out in reverse. And then he
Yes.
and then he has
Yes. Just a montage.
just reversed. Same footage. Um
Just the verse. Yes.
and then he
And
hops on over to Pam. Like, alright, I can't wait to see how it is.
she lets him ride on her shoulder.
Oh, they're friends now.
Her friends. Then they walk in, and Pam pulls out she goes to like where the ref is in the freezer, and she pulls out and, ooh, they look good.
Fleck is nodding excitedly, like, oh yeah, they really do.
Say,
He
hey, you made a thing for your sibling. It does look really good.
and he's holding it, and he looks so very proud, and he just starts sliding. It's probably like as big as him, so like he just somehow he just starts sliding it into his coat pocket. I don't know how it's working, but it's happening. He's putting
Tune
it in his
logic.
hammer space.
Yes. Also, apologies. It is starting to rain here, so if you hear any rain stuff.
You're very valid.
But yeah. So Pam's like, congratulations, man, you made a parfait. I'm proud of you. And she holds up her hand to high five.
Oh, he does indeed give the high five with a big ol' smile of his own, and uh,
Nice.
and that's
They're
probably
friends.
they're friends. That's probably
Yeah,
a
you
good
can leave
place.
it off at that.
Yeah, like it probably ends with the high five. It fades to black, and then once it's completely black, there's just Fleck's voice like, "So when do I start?" And that's it.
Yes.
uh,
Yes, this is very fun.
yeah. Alright. And that is
Now
all.
I'm just thinking, how are they gonna actually deliver it to Maris?
Um, wouldn't it be funny if Fleck pulled up in the scooter?
Oh my god. What if Pam was like, I think Pam would have offered like, we can take the scooter. I'll go with you to help carry it. And then Flex like, don't worry, I'll be the one to drive.
Yes, absolutely. So they just pull up
Nice.
to the Metaglow Dillinger household, and it is wonderful.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yes.
but that is all
Right.
we have for you today, friends. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
I hope you had fun. Thank you for joining me, Starbs.
Yay. Thank you for joining with me, Fletch. This was super fun.
It was very fun. And I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye.